A federal court has ruled that insurance issuers are owed money from the federal government. This comes as the result of an ongoing class action lawsuit stemming from the Trump administration stopping reimbursement to insurance companies for something called cost sharing reductions. Cost sharing reductions were part of the Affordable Care Act to reduce out of pocket expenses for eligible purchasers. So, an individual with qualifying income eligibility and buying the right metal tier level plan in the marketplace could get assistance paying out of pocket costs. Now, the Affordable Care Act mandates that the consumer get that cost sharing reduction. It is then up to the federal government to reimburse the insurance company for doing so. The insurance companies have not been getting paid. That's what started the class action lawsuit. The insurance companies said by now we're owed about $2 billion. Insurance companies have been making up for the cost by adding more premiums to their plans, that silver loading, shifting the cost of the premiums to make up for the difference from the money they're not getting from the federal government for things like deductibles and coinsurance, the assistance they're offering consumers. Now, this class action lawsuit included about 100 insurance companies that were seeking cost sharing reduction payments. This went before Judge Sweeney, a federal district court. There was a February ruling that said that insurance issuers were owed cost sharing reduction. What's been happening in the meantime is a reconciliation process to actually figure out exactly how much. And now in October of 2019, there was a final decision by Judge Sweeney saying it looks like insurance issuers are owed about $1.6 billion from the federal government. Now, as you can expect, what's next? There's likely going to be an appeal to the Federal Court of Appeals. Already in front of the Federal Court of Appeal are 4 other cost sharing reduction lawsuits. They're there from different individual insurance companies that did not join this class. So there are a lot of conversations happening right now about how much money the federal government does or does not owe these insurance companies that have been passing on cost sharing reductions to the consumers. Now, this is not to mention the other lawsuits going on at the same time, like the risk corridor lawsuit. And we mentioned that one because the logic of whether or not there's a statutory requirement to give money to the insurance companies is similar in those risk corridor lawsuits as it is in the cost sharing reduction lawsuit. So we will continue to follow what happens to cost sharing reductions and the money owed to insurance companies as it makes its way through the courts. So be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on that litigation. In the meantime, if you want to read that judge's final order, we link to it in the description below.